Did you know in season 2 of year 5 for the Division 2, you'll be able to buy exotic caches from the Dark Zone vendors? Yes, and it will only cost you 170 Dark Zone resources. And we all know that leveling up your weapons to expertise 20, 21, 22 cost a lot of exotic components. So if you want to stack up on these exotic components, well, you're going to want to start buying these Dark Zone caches. And the best way to do that is farm those Dark Zone resources now before season 2 even comes out. Now remember, the number one way to get Dark Zone resources is deconstructing your gear in the Dark Zone. So whether you get gear from these boxes and deconstructed, or you get drops from NPCs, that all will be great for getting Dark Zone resources. Now, the thing you have to remember is when you do get these Dark Zone resources, they are contaminated. So what does that mean? You need to extract them. So even though we have them here and we're grabbing all this and we're deconstructing it, you still have to extract all of this. Now, the best place to get gear in the Dark Zone is going to be at landmarks, because you get lots of NPCs. As you kill these NPCs, they have a chance of dropping loot, and you don't care what kind of loot it is. All you want to do is just get loot drop so you can deconstruct it. Now, another good thing is when you do complete every landmark, you'll also get a reward, which usually is an item that you can deconstruct. And in these landmarks, usually you have 1 to 2 boxes that you can open up and you can deconstruct the items you get out of there. Now, if you notice, I have 24 items right now. Once you get to 25, that's going to fill up 1 slot in your bag. So that's the difference between getting a bunch of loot, extracting it, and getting DZ resources, because you can stack up to 25 in 1 slot. Remember, you have 10 slots, so you can have up to 250 Dark Zone resources to extract at one time. Now, also, when you're doing these landmarks, you will have a chance of getting an exotic drop that you can extract and obviously deconstruct or keep if you really need it. Now, you can always go in here and check. You see I have 25 Dark Zone resources, and then I have 2 more. Now, the great thing about this is when you do extract this, it doesn't go to the same mailbox as your items. And I'll show you that in a second. Now, remember, there is a high risk, high reward for doing this, because there will be other players out there probably doing the same thing as you. And maybe now that they know that the Dark Zone exotics are going to be for sale, they're going to be doing this method too. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that if you guys want to try this, you end up on an empty server, this might be something good for you and your team to do. Go farm a bunch of landmarks, maybe get lucky and get a pretty cool rare drop. If not, you'll have all those Dark Zone resources that you can extract, and then you can use that to buy those exotic caches. Now, once you complete the extraction, just like you're extracting regular gear, you'll see it at the top that says DZ resources. Now, to see where your DZ resources go, you need to go to your stash box. So you go to your stash box, then you go to the top right where it says mailbox, and then you'll click at the bottom that says special deliveries. And this is where all your Dark Zone resources will be. What I will tell you is, remember, you can stack up to 25 of these in 1 slot, and on your character, you can cap out at 1,000. But the cool thing about it is, even if you're capped on your character, when you go look at your Dark Zone resources, you can continue to fill up your mailbox in that special deliveries with more DZ resources. And then that's what I'm currently doing on my main account on PlayStation 5. So if I was you, I'd recommend start farming these resources, so when this does go live, you'll be able to buy exotic caches from the Dark Zone vendor. And that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you in the next one. Nothing But Skills is out.